simultaneously with different speeds. Okay, the variation of their relative separation I need to calculate with time is best represented by the following graphs. ठीक है, okay, you have to calculate the relative separation between the two bodies thrown vertically upwards. So here let me just take that both the bodies are thrown, both bodies are thrown with u1 and u2 velocity. Okay, so velocity of both the bodies after time t will come out to be v1 equals u1 minus gt and v2 equals u2 minus gt. Clear, students? Now if I need to calculate the relative velocity of both the bodies that are thrown, it will be v2 minus v1, which will come out to be u2 minus u1. And students, as both the bodies have same acceleration, they have the same acceleration, therefore S relative will be v relative into t, which will be u2 minus u1 into t. And student, this S relative is nothing but your separation between the two bodies, that is delta y equals u2 minus u1 into t. And you can clearly check it out from here that this relationship is a linear relationship. It's a linear relationship. Therefore, as it is a linear relationship, the graph between separation and time will be a straight line, delta y and t will be a straight line. But students, after some time, when one of the ball will reach the ground, there will be some acceleration of the body that is falling downwards. Okay, so when one body reaches ground, correct, when one body reaches ground, there will be some acceleration, and at that time the separation would vary as minus half g into t square. And we know for that body, this I am writing for the body which is still in air. Okay, so according to this particular relationship, I can see that the coefficient of t square is negative. Okay, so there will be a parabolic curve concaving downwards. Okay,